All right, so this is the review portion of the today stuff. Now remember, this is solving for x, so this is where you draw the line through the equal sign, simplify. You can't add the x and the 54 together. They're not like terms, but I can simplify this side by distributing the 3 times everything in there, and that makes the parentheses go away. And then I can combine my x terms together and my numbers together that are left on this side. And once I've done that, I'm going to have x's on the left side and x's on the right side, so I need to move them to one side or the other and then start undoing things. I'm going to just give you that little hint on that. See how you do when you do that. This one, we're looking for the equation of a line that matches this. So look for the biggest, easiest items first. Go for the bigger picture rather than the details. Is this a positive slope or a negative slope? It's going up from left to right, so it is a positive slope. So get rid of anything. They're in y equals format. So the slope numbers in front of the x, that means I'm going to get rid of the negative slope numbers, right? 2 of those answers are gone. Now, the y-intercept, is it crossing at a positive y number or is it crossing at a negative y number? Yes, it's crossing down here at -3. So which one has it crossing at -3? Yes, D. So look for those big ticket items when you're doing some of these. This one's looking for the x and y intercepts. Everybody should know what these are by now. My x-intercept is where this line crosses the x-axis. And here's my x-axis with this little arrow on it, so it is crossing the x-axis. So where's my x-axis? Oh, you know what? I think I put the wrong one on this one. I should have made this line down here. I think they meant for this one to be this line. I'm going to have to change that on the other one. Anyway, so it's crossing this line down here. So this is where it's crossing the x-axis, and this is where it's crossing the y-axis. So where it crosses the x-axis is my x-intercept, and where it's crossing the y-axis is my y-intercept. So you can see very easily that x-intercept is a -1, and the y-intercept is somewhere between 0 and 1. But let's just do one at a time down here on the answers. X-intercept, -1. X-intercept, -1. Not that, not that, not +1. Well, there's only one that even had the -1. You didn't have to worry with it. So look at the things very carefully, and I should have put arrows on this one instead of that one, so I better change that. All right, find the slope of a line that goes through the 2 points. On your reference sheet, it tells you slope of a line is y minus y over x minus x. So go do that, put it in the calculator, type things in very carefully, and you should find that answer. Slope of a line is this equation in a format where you can see the slope. No, this equation does not start with y equals, and it's not in point slope form. So you're going to have to solve this equation for y. Remember, there's a poster that shows you how to do that. You're going to add 3x to both sides because we want to get y by itself. I want to get rid of the 3x. So add 3x to both sides. And when you rewrite it, you're going to have the -4y left on the left-hand side. And since you added 3x to this side, I cannot add it with the 5, so I'm going to write them side by side. I'm going to write the x term first in the 5 seconds. So we added 3x and added 3x. And since these are not like terms, I wrote them side by side. Come back and divide, because this is multiplication. You undo it by dividing, and both pieces over here get divided by that same number, because whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. I want the slope. Which one of these pieces is the slope? It's the one in front of the x, so this is 3 divided by -4, and if you put that in the calculator and let it reduce it down, it says, hey, it's still -3/4. So remember how to do all these things that we did last semester, or last unit. And when we come back from Christmas, we will review all this stuff again as we're getting closer to that STAR test, which we will be taking in May. There's a lot of rumors going around that there's not STAR tests happening, but they are. So do not buy into those false reports out there. If it truly does get canceled, we'll let you know, but right now the test is still on. Find the slope of a line going through the 2 points. We talked about that one. That was the y minus y over x minus x. Write the equation of a line having a y-intercept of -4 and a slope of -3. All the equations are in Michael's format. I hope you know that answer and can pick them out. You should know which of these numbers is the slope and which one is the y-intercept. If not, go look at a poster under Unit 3. All right, write the equation of a line having a slope of 6 and going through 4, -6. So, slope of 6. And these equations, can you see the slope in them? Because they're in y equals. Yes, you can. It's the number in front of the x. That's the slope. And this is a +6, so it's either B or C. I got rid of A and D. Now, how do we know which of the 2 equations that are left go through 4, -6? The easiest way to do it is to type them into the calculator one at a time and go check the table and see if they go through that point. Number 19, what's the equation of the line? Look, it's a lovely flat line. Is that horizontal or vertical? Yeah, horizontal, which means you're going to write the word hoy, not the word bucks. Hoy for horizontal. O in the middle means it has a slope of 0, and the equation starts with y equals a number. This says y equals, but it's not just a single number. Same thing here. The only one that has y equals a number is A, and A is correct because where is it crossing the y-axis? At -2. What is the domain? What is domain? I'm pretty sure domain